So the one note challenge is a challenge where you take a synthesizer and you play a single note. And then you're going to create a contour of that sound using envelopes. So what does that mean? It means that the sound has to have a beginning, a climax, and an ending of some sort. And you sculpt the sound using several envelopes so that maybe the beginning has a different character than the end. For example, here's one that I made in Ableton Live. And so as you can see, it's got 5 seconds of attack and about 8 seconds of decay. So it really feels like something that's passing you by. And then the LFO that affects some parts of the timbre, it speeds up and slows down also over the course of that time. In the matrix, you can see how that single envelope is affecting a whole bunch of parameters, first of all. So the sound changes as the envelope completes its loop. But then also, for example, the LFO rate speeds up and slows down. So use envelopes to change the sound over time and use LFOs. And things speeding up, slowing down is a great way to have something that's very expressive. Like these kind of sounds are great if you're trying to make effects and things like that for a song. Let's have a listen to another example that I made. So this uses envelopes that are looped. Envelope 1 and envelope 2 are both looped. So that means it kind of expresses itself as if there's a big LFO on everything. And there's a 4-mant wavetable being used. Here's another example using 2 LFOs extensively and all 3 of the envelopes. Wavetable synths are especially good at this because if you move the position of the wavetable, the harmonics within the sound shift quite a bit and it's very satisfying. It doesn't have to always have a really long attack as if it's like this Doppler effect thing passing by. Sometimes it can just be a swell like this. It's just a half a second attack. But you can hear the LFOs speeding up, slowing down. And the LFO is also changing the pitch. So often, I guess in synthesis, one thing you might not really touch that much is LFOs going to pitch because it often leads to like woo, woo kind of sounds. But when you're creating like these abstract effecty kind of sounds like this, you can make really interesting unpitched sound effects like that. Let's do another one. That one's kind of gnarly.